That's at hillsdale.edu/lockedon to register, hillsdale.edu/lockedon. I mentioned a quote, and we're going to hear from Juan Thornhill, who was asked about the Browns' playoff chances despite being just 2-6. This is Juan Thornhill from yesterday's media session.
No, like when we were 1-6 and we started going into this AFC, I think it was this past week. I think I stepped up and said something. I had to tell everybody to take a step back. Don't think about our record. Think about what's ahead of us. And it was all AFC opponents. At that point, I think we were. No, it was 2 weeks ago. At that point, I think we were 1-1 in the AFC, and we had lost, so we were 1-2, and now we're 2-2. And I looked at the teams in the AFC, everyone it's neck and neck. You know, you might have 4 teams that's in front of us, maybe with a better AFC record. But other than that, everyone else has only 1 AFC win or 2 AFC wins, and we're sitting at 2 wins. So I don't think anyone is even at 1-6, we're sitting the season's over. We're just continuously trying to, stack wins, and we can just keep this thing rolling.
You mischaracterized what he said.
Well, I told you he didn't say the word great, but he said they are still alive at 2-6.
I mean, of course they're alive. I was looking at some analytics website to see what they say the percentage chance of the Browns making the playoffs is. What do you think they're? This is
12%.
It's probably about 8%, 8 to 10.
This is from The Athletic. Got it from, I don't know, maybe 5%.
Okay.
Jaguars also 5%.
Okay.
The only teams below, the Titans 2%. Patriots, Giants, Raiders, Panthers, all less than 1%.
Okay.
I think that's fair. If you played the rest of the season 20 times, the Browns would make it to the playoffs once. Yes, the middle of the AFC is not as good as I think we all thought it would be. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of teams in the AFC right now that are not as good as we thought they would be, and not as many that are better. And so, you look at it and say, well, the Browns may only be 2 games out of a wild card spot, so that's not impossible. And of course it's not impossible. Mm-hmm. The problem is, the reality of the situation is, best case scenario, you got to get to at least 9 wins, right? Minimum. Minimum. Even that's unlikely. Yeah. But let's say you can get in with 9 wins. First of all, you're going to have the tiebreakers at 9 wins.
Yeah.
So to get to 9 wins, the Browns have to go 7-2 the rest of the season.
Crazy.
And it's not like their schedule on paper is easy.
Or they have to sweep all the division games and win the AFC North.
Well, they can't sweep it. They lost to the Bengals.
Oh, well, yeah. So
you can't. It doesn't matter what your record in the division is. You still have to have the best record in overall to win the division.
Really?
Everybody gets confused by that.
I didn't know that.
Doesn't matter. The record in the division is only a tiebreaker if you have the same amount of total wins.
Man, that's crazy.
So it doesn't matter. So
you still have. Yeah, you go ahead.
In fact, they have the Browns' chances of winning their division less than 1%. Obviously. The Browns have, I think 5% is reasonable. I don't think it's impossible for them to make the playoffs. I think it's a little crazy that a week ago, everybody's saying they could end up with the first pick of the draft. And now I think they can make the playoffs. And that shows you how much better the team looked with Jameis Winston.
Life comes at you fast.
But let's be fair about it. It's,
funny,
as well as Jameis played, as well as the Browns played, it is one game. This is a week-to-week league. Teams look different from week to week, even if nothing changes.
Hey, listen, this is
the last 4 games.
Now hold on. Now listen. Here's why the people say that. Rationalization is borderline on delusion. Is a strong drug, right?
Yeah.
Put that schedule back up. Now here's how people at the crib is doing it.
Yeah.
We just beat the Ravens, dog.
Right.
330.
Yep.
The Chargers. Look, Chargers ain't even really that crazy. We at home, we riding high. Right. Guess what? The bye week coming up after that. You get Myles Garrett healthier. The offensive line get to chill out. Nick Chubb.
Maybe Denzel Ward come back.
That. Then go ahead and hit the next slide. Now you go to this week.
Saints ain't been looking
Saints
good.
Been falling apart.
Yeah.
Man.
They're terrible.
They looking.
Pittsburgh.
And then you got Pittsburgh at the house. You win those 2 games, the fans going to be jacked up, ready to get the Steelers.
What that put us at? What?
That'd be
5 and 6?
Yeah.
At the Broncos, you got a rookie quarterback in Bo Nix.
Get you 6 and 6. Hey, you get 500 now.
Now you go back to the Steelers.
They're scared because you just beat them.
Listen, they can't drop that game, and at this time, you don't only beat them once.
You get the 500, boy.
Maybe they teetered on between Russell Wilson going back to Justin Fields. You get to even by the Steelers game, they gonna run through a brick wall.
So
next slide.
So G's got him 7
So you get 7 and 6. Okay.
7 and 6.
All right.
And then
you could drop. You can afford to drop 2 games.
You want to. The Chiefs got to get sometime during the year, right? Got to, right?
8 and 6.
Look, you get Patrick at the crib. Darren come on in town. We take you out to some sweet Port Wilsons, dust you off, send you back on the road. Now this is now this
8 and
is
6.
This is where we get the Browns play good against the Bengals.
They just lost in the end.
You know, they lost it in the end. The Bengals may have be up and down with that. You're looking around. You're like, okay, we got something. All of a sudden, it's the Dolphins.
They coming here.
Dolphins it's cold outside.
Tua's probably got another
Tua
concussion.
got another concussion. And then it's at Baltimore, and it's the last game of the season, which it always comes down to at Baltimore or at somebody.
That's right.
You see how we're thinking?
And if they do it well, they might rest their starters.
And you know what?
So G, you got to run the table.
You know what?
We're
As a
talking
fan,
10 and 6. 11
as a
and 6.
fan, why not think about the possibility? I think, be realistic about it and know that it's a long shot.
Very long.
But so what?
Like, that's how you thinking. You
That's
look at
exactly
it.
how you think.
Look, Juan Thornhill, like, when you see, listen, I'm going to tell you what, 330 yards, listen, that's like.
He led the league in passing last week.
He
Right?
about to win
did.
Player of
That
the
is
week or
correct.
something.
Hey, let's face it. It was a long shot for all of us to be here, man. We had to outswim all the other sperm.
Right.
We had to outswim every other sperm.
That's the biggest, that's the greatest rationalization I've ever heard in my life. Like, that's crazy. One in a million, dog.
the quickest.
Outswim them all.
He was the quickest.
We're all out here.
I had the tail of a champion. See what I did with this? That was,
Tyvis, so
that was
G has
cold.
him winning out. And we're bringing Mary Kay in 1 sec.
Here we go.
Are you drinking the same Kool-Aid that the Browns could win their final 9 games of the season here?
Well, to be fair, G was imitating guys at their house.
Listen,
but
G.
He's,
G
If they
can
win
change
next
his
week,
opinion.
next
Listen.
week I'm running victory laps
Oh,
on
yeah.
that.
I'm going to be honest with you.
We got Mary Kay, though, so give me your thoughts. Bull, give me yours, and we'll bring in Mary Kay.
Winning 9 straight is absurd. But winning 8 is definitely in the picture.
Bull, would you say there's a 45% chance the Browns could run the table?
There is definitely not a 45%. There's not a 45% chance that any team is going to run the table from here on out.
So you're saying there's a 55% chance?
I would say there's less than a 10% chance of any team winning out, let alone the Browns.